Take care. Last month, we took a look back at some big-named companies that had some big flops.
And as promised, we're taking a look back at some more of those this month. In the 1990s, there were two gaming battles going on between Nintendo and Sega. The home console race between the Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and then the handheld race between the Game Boy and the Game Gear. Launched in the U.S. in 1991, the Game Gear had a different layout and full-color graphics, unlike the Game Boy.
But despite games with big names like Mickey Mouse and many different Sonic the Hedgehog games, the Game Gear would only sell about 1/10 that Game Boy would. Now that was over 10 million units, so the Game Gear wasn't a complete failure. One factor was the battery life. It took 6 batteries that only lasted a few hours as compared to the nearly 30 hours on 4 batteries of the Game Boy.
And apparently you can purchase some Game Gear games to play on Nintendo's 3DS handheld eShop.
Get mine out.
Yeah. Chevy Chase was a big name in comedy in the 70s and 80s, headlining several seasons of Saturday Night Live and, of course, starring in the hit film Caddyshack.
However, his venture into the world of late-night talk shows would be one of his biggest failures. Fox was looking for a late-night host for 1993, and after Dolly Parton passed on the idea, the Chevy Chase Show, as launched, in a theater renamed the Chevy Chase Theater.
However, it was not a good start. The show received scathing reviews from critics and ratings fell very short of expectations. So after just 5 weeks and 25 episodes, the Chevy Chase Show was canceled.
Poor Mr. Griswold. Well, this came just at 3 years after the end of the Pat Sajak Show, another talk show that didn't last too long. And for that show, Sajak had left the time version of Wheel of Fortune. Can you guess who Sajak's first guest was?
I don't know, Bill Murray.
Chevy Chase.
Oh, Chevy, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very neat. Well, join us tomorrow as we look back at 2 more big names, big flops. Kind of weird that they would have chosen Dolly Parton first, but I didn't think she was a comedy talk show genius.
I didn't either.
But, you know,
great music artist, but
yes.
No.
Who knows? She could have the music art every day.
That's true.
That's it.
That's true.
New musical guest.
And for the 3rd time, I'm going to sing a song.
That's right.
Well, I'll have another look at that forecast coming up just ahead.
And remember, News 4 This Morning's on Twitter. Every day we update our Twitter with links to the stories you can see here on The Morning Show. We also post breaking news and weather updates and interact with you. All you have to do is type in News 4 This Morning or look for us at Morning WTVY 4.